Hello everybody, this is Jennifer Turner again, and this channel is all about how to use spreadsheets for educators in order to be better at your job, in order to analyze your classroom data or your campus data or your district data, and also how to use spreadsheets as a tool to make your job just a little easier and a little quicker. Today we're going to be talking about counting things because as teachers or educators, I'm sure you know that you have to count a lot of things and kind of know how many of this and how many of that. So I'm going to show you how to use Google Sheets to count things. If you are not a Google district and you use Excel, please drop me a comment below. I'm happy to make another quick video showing you how to do what I'm going to show you today in Sheets in Excel. Excel will do a little bit more than Sheets because Excel is kind of a more robust program than Sheets, and so it has a few more features. So what I'm showing you here is totally fake data, but the formatting comes from Decision Ed. And in Decision Ed, you can run a report and it will tell you how many times a kid had an infraction, which is basically a referral to the office, in a time period. So if you don't have Decision Ed, chances are in your student information system, you have a way to run a report to pull that kind of information. And it's really helpful information when you're looking at campus level behavior and how to improve it. So I have just taken the format but made up everything on this, names, demographic information, everything on here is made up. So feel free to get nosy and take a look at it. You're not going to check out any real data. So on this, you could, let's say that you wanted to know how many sixth graders. You could sit here and just start counting 3, 4, 5. But that's really not effective. An easy way to get a quick count on something in a spreadsheet is if you highlight the row where your headers are and you come up here to your toolbar and find the one that looks like a filter, like a funnel, and that's a filter view. So then I can, if I want to know how many sixth graders there are, I'm going to turn off 7th and I'm going to turn off 8th grade. And then see way down here in the bottom right corner, it says that 169 of 557 rows are displayed. That means there are 169 6th grade infractions. And so let's change it to 7th grade, 236 7th grade infractions, and 8th grade, 152. 8th grade infractions. So out of the 3, 7th grade is having the most trouble in class and in school in this particular time period. So that's a way to think about, like, I'm going to target the 7th grade. They really need some help. So if you filter, it'll just give you a quick count of however many that meet that category. But you'll notice like Cheryl Borealis is on here a whole bunch of times. Maybe you want to know how many times an individual kid is written up. And you could filter one name at a time and look, but that's really not very effective. The easiest way to get that kind of information is to count if. So if I'm going to create myself a column, I inserted a column and I'm going to call it number of infractions. And I'm going to say equals because that's my trigger to the spreadsheet program to go in and get me an answer to something. And I'm going to tell it what I want it to find me. So count if, and the first thing you do is choose the whole column where you want it to count. So count in this column, comma, space, how many times this ID number pops up. Close my parentheses. So Arthur Ashe, 1 time. Let me show you how it works again. Equals Countif. Spell Countif, correct? Open parentheses. In column B, this ID number. Dan Butler, 1 time. Or Butler Dan. Let's just drag it in a little bit. Crystal Billy, 4 times. Barbara Bush, 1 time. And so when you're looking here, it will adjust the formula if you drag it down. Also, if you hover over the bottom right corner of a cell you've highlighted and double click when you get across, it will copy your formula all the way down. And so now I've got, Banks Elizabeth had 6, and it'll tell me each individual, and then I could filter by the number. So maybe I want to filter by condition. I'm going to say greater than or equal to 4. Okay. Now I have a student who had 4 or more infractions. Ooh, this one right here, Ben Airy Michael. And so with the number of times that it pops up. I could also sort by the number if I wanted to. Advanced range. I'm going to choose my header row, number of infractions, and I want to go big to little. And there we go. I can sort by it. And now I've got counts and in order. And so those are just some quick and easy way to get some numbers and some counts when you have information in Google Sheets. If you have questions about this, please drop it in the comments. I'm happy to come in and help and clarify things. If you would like to see how to do similar things in Excel, please drop that in a comment as well with a video request. And if there's something else in a spreadsheet somewhere where you're like, I always wanted to know how to do this, or I really want this kind of information out of my sheets, how do I find that? Just drop me a comment and I am happy to help and start passing on some of what I've learned over the last 19 years on how to use these sheets to help me do my job and be better at my job. All right, thanks guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.